Yeah, hi everyone. This is Peter with Tom Williams and Rita. So we're going to do our stock pick now, and we're going to look at the Dow Jones to start with, the index. Then we're going to look at one of the components, or two of the components, Caterpillar and McDonald's. And then for a change, we're going to jump across to a contract for corn. So of course, usually we tend to look at stocks that are acting as strong as or stronger than the index, which will be the case with Caterpillar and McDonald's. And then we'll finish off with corn. So I'll hand you over to Tom Williams.
Right, thank you for that, Peter. Thank you, Rita. Right, so we've got the index here, the Dow Jones Industrial 30. We note that it's acting slightly weaker than the S&P 500 because the S&P 500 hitting that lower trend line where we've still got a little bit of leeway there to go up. But you trade in harmony with the index, and we try to pick stocks acting stronger than the index or as strong as the index, and there's no obvious weakness looming in the background. And the reason why we do that is that these big trading houses, they have skilled people going out doing fundamental analysis on these stocks, and they delve into their books and all the rest of it, and they know more about the stock than anybody else. And the report then goes back to the trading houses. So consequently, even when the index falls, the big trading houses are probably still, they're not selling those highly recommended stocks. They may even be buying. And that's the reason why we do that. And overall, it's proven to be a satisfactory way of selecting your stocks. Okay, first one, Peter. Right, the first one is Caterpillar. There it is. Now the reason why we picked this is obvious, is that we have, it's acting as strong as the index, stronger, no, it's stronger than the index, of course. And we do have a test here, look. That is a definite test, and that would indicate higher prices, and there's no massive volume on the upside. There is some volume here, but that is pushing up probably through some sort of supply to the left, and lo and behold, that's been tested there. That's a down bar on low volume. And again, we've got a test here. Notice that this test here has got a red arrow on. The professional people won't like that. That's probably why it went up a bit and then retesting again, look. However, this is acting stronger than the index, and to me it looks like a good candidate to keep your eye on.
This is McDonald's.
Right, McDonald's, good old McDonald's. They're always packed in this country. There's always queues. They're always selling their hamburgers. I must admit, I like their chips and hamburger occasionally myself. Now, the reason is that we picked this again. It's acting stronger than the index. It certainly looks like some sort of test here, look. And it looks like some sort of stopping volume here. Here. Goes sideways. They test, which is really a test come shakeout. And notice a gap up. They're determined to take that up, look. And that's acting stronger than the index, so that's a good candidate to look at. Okay. Now we thought we'd just look at something different. And here we have corn. Now, it's very dangerous, these commodities, which will warn you, but when they're moving, they do seem to follow principles. I mean, we've mentioned many times, look, when you see a red arrow appear like that, look, no demand, professional money would have seen that, so very next bar, look, they test it. It's a red down bar, right? The volume is average, but there's a clear shaker come test look. And we've seen that many times, mentioned it many times in the recent history of this. And of course we've got a strong sign of strength right on the low here. Okay? Notice how it's holding the trend lines. Notice how the trend is holding. When you see these blue bars, you allow for one red down bar. Ignore the level bars. Up it goes. Now become overbought. We are overbought. We've got a sign of weakness here. No demand. Up thrust after weakness. It's overbought. That's highly likely to come off somewhat, but it's very dangerous commodities. But it's a good looking chart, I must admit. Now, thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
Okay, folks, so that's it for this week for our stock picks. So we'll see you next time. So thanks for listening, and cheerio for now.